Hey, what's up, tubers? I am in this store called Big Lots. And you guys, I hope that I'm going to be able to put this video up because they got music playing and y'all know that copyright stuff. They said whether you're getting paid or not for YouTube, you can't do that. And even though I don't get paid, still I want to be able to put the video up. So I'm going to jump into it like this. I hope everybody is doing well. And what I want to say is that I got contacted by a female, and she's got some drama going on here, but to me, with the questions that she was asking me, so I'm going to lay it out like this, you guys. She has a boyfriend. She has a son and a daughter, and I think the boy is like about 6, and the girl is 13, and they've been together for like 3 years. Okay, and the girl is basically, some stuff started happening around the house where, her and her mother started having conflict, and she said that she kind of felt like it was her because, girls, kids in general, they get like that, when they're, teenagers, and it's kind of wonky sometimes with them, to all people of all ages, stuff like this happen. It could happen at any given time, but certain things are like specified, if y'all know what I mean. So with that being said, she said that, the daughter started getting, very fresh with her. And, she noticed, she'd been getting mouthy. And I asked her, I said, well, exactly what's the symptoms there? She said, talking back, being fresh, very aggressive and angry. And then she said that she noticed that, when her boyfriend's around and they're hugged up, the girl seems to get mad. Like seems to have an attitude or making a lot of grunting sounds or whatever have you. So I said, well, you need to, sit down and talk to her, and maybe are you behaving too sexually inappropriate with your boyfriend in front of her that's making her feel uncomfortable? And she said no. And I said, well, what about your son? Well, he's a little bit younger. I said, but still, if you behave a certain way in front of kids, sometimes that bothers them. Y'all excuse me because I'm in the store walking up and down, and it's really about the conversation. But so I said, so how is he with the man? She said, well, they get along pretty good, but my daughter seems to have an attitude. Okay, so what happened was they were all going to the park. They all went to the park, and he plays, I believe they was playing football. Him and a bunch of guys got a little team thing together that they played. So she went, the lady went to the football game with the daughter and the girl, and she got called from a family member that needed a ride. So she asked the kids, did they want to go with her to pick, to go give the family member a ride and she'll be back within an hour, or do they just want to stay? So both of them said that they wanted to stay, the boy and girl, with her brother and sister from her previous relationship. So they both stayed, and what ended up happening is the man, at some point, because she didn't come back as soon as she was supposed to, and the kids were saying that they had to go to the bathroom. So the man left off with the kids saying that, he's going to take, he told the team when they took their break that he's going to run them up to the bathroom. So when he did that, they went to the bathroom. And, the little boy went in, he did his little thing or whatever. The sandy cans, the big bathrooms that be outside. So the little boy used the bathroom, and the girl went in the bathroom. And then the little boy came out while the girl was in there, and the man went in the bathroom with the girl. Now, this is one of them nasty bathrooms that be having like at the Biggie and all that type of big fair places like that, or anywhere. Men working on the road, and they'll put that up if they're doing construction, them type of bathrooms. So they were in there together for a while, and they took, a while coming out. So the boy went back over to the seating area, which he shouldn't have left off by himself, but they knew people out there, but there was a lot of people that they didn't know. But the boy went back and sat down, and when he sat down, a few minutes later, his mother ends up coming back, and she was asking, I'll just say, Sarah, where's Sarah and Mike at? Meaning her boyfriend and daughter. He said they're in the bathroom. And she said, but why are they in the bathroom together? So when she went over to the bathroom, she made herself know, what y'all doing? Come on out here. Was she sick? Thinking he went in to assist her. Because you know how the door is made on those kind of bathrooms. And, he kind of came out before her, and she said that she felt like everything was fine. Then the daughter came out and said that she was having trouble getting the toilet paper or something, and that's why he was in there with her. So that day, she let that go. Then one day, she said that she asked her daughter, because she used her phone. Look here, y'all. I don't call it the 10 suggestions. Oh, I like that. I don't call it the 10 suggestions. God. Wow. That's cute. I don't mean to cut it off there, y'all. But yeah, so she said that she used her daughter's phone one day because her phone wasn't working right, something to that. And when she used her daughter's phone, there was a message that was coming in. And when the message was coming in, she, kind of basically read it, which I feel that she has every right with a 13-year-old daughter, too, and she should have been checking her phone regularly anyway, because them kids that age ain't hitting on nothing for you to let them do what they want to do. You already feel me, but a lot of families don't do that, but, to each his own. Oh, look at this. Serve the Lord with all your heart. That's cute. That's really cute. I'm just looking at some things, y'all. So she said she looked on the phone, and there is like a certain name that he calls her, like Boo Boo, something special between them that a lot of people, I guess, don't know or use. And she noticed that there was very explicit message from somebody, texting her, and she started reading a few of her text messages, and, it was very sexually explicit. They were talking about, the oral that they had and da-da-da. And she said that as she was looking at it, she said that, obviously from what she was reading, her daughter is not a virgin anymore and has been very sexually active. So she was thinking that her daughter was maybe, involved with a boy her age. That's what she said she thought. And, which was going to be a problem in a conversation that needs to be had. So she, continued to, keep looking at the messages. And then when she decided to check in depth to find out, who and what, come to find out it was her boyfriend that was texting her daughter. And these messages go back of a whole bunch of different stuff like that. Your mother didn't know that I got you that blouse, did she? And she said, no, I got it from my friend Lisa. That type of little thing that they was playing up under this woman's nose. So what she's saying is when she, when this went down, she didn't say nothing to her daughter. Her daughter got her phone and went off to school. And she was waiting for her boyfriend to come home from work to approach him. Now, mind you, she got all of this information on the phone, and she just let her daughter go to school. And I'm going to be 100% honest, with something like that, nobody would have been going to school. This would have been a big old family meeting. I'm not saying necessarily get violent. Everybody handle things the way they want, but that was enough right there. But she let her daughter go on to school. Look at it says, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Life is good. Oh, I like that. Let's see how much that costs, the price on the back. So right there, it was $2.99. Right there, that was all messed up for her to even bother to let her daughter go to school. So when her boyfriend came home, she said, that name you be calling me, did you be saying that to Sarah? Did you ever talk with Sarah like that and be calling her that? He said, no, why would I be doing that? You my boo, and that's your daughter, my little step baby, talking like that. She said, well, these messages, and then I guess there was more than that. There was pictures of stuff that they, done together, whatever, her and the man, and the young girl and the man. So he said, listen, babe, I had problems. I've always, liked it, younger girls when I was little, and, and as I got grown, I had stopped doing that. But, it was an issue for me. But your daughter was coming on to me from day one when I first got with you. Now, mind you, this girl is 13, so, you take 3 years off of that. And he's saying that the girl was coming on to him since then. And by her doing that, she said that she wanted to be with him and he didn't have no control of himself. So he's basically saying, how long he's been messing with her daughter and that he's sorry. But her daughter was the one that initiated everything. And he won't do it anymore. And, you need to get your daughter under control because she came on to me. And by me having them type of problems, I couldn't, resist. Man, all this loony toony mess, y'all. You already know how I came with it. Okay, so this is what she said. So she said, "Well, what we gonna do here? Because you gotta." And this is what just broke it down. But I could already tell the way she let that go. I'm not judging her, but for her to let the girl go on to school, knowing that she could be sexually active, there could be diseases, pregnancies. You got a whole lot of stuff. Nobody would have went to school that day. But I could tell where we were going the way she was talking to me. She said so. What happened was I waited for her to get home to school and asked her why I'm just going to call him Brian. Why you been coming on to Brian all these years and you know that's my man and you got to go. So she basically picked this man over her daughter, which is a straight up pedophile. I don't even care if her daughter was acting fresh in front of this man and he is a grown man and her daughter's issues should have been addressed because it's obvious something's going on with her. And if he's been coming at her, like I said, and she's 13 and he's been with her, 3 years, and the girl has started, trying to come at him, and he's been messing with this girl for 3 years. You got to go all the way back. You got, 13, 12, 11, very young girl. Y'all know what I'm talking about when this first started. So she basically is blaming it on her daughter. And when her daughter came home from school, her and this man basically jumped this girl. Why you lie to your mother? You was the one that started all this. You know I didn't want you, and I kept telling you to leave me alone, and you kept pushing up on me. And she said, but you said I was your woman. We're in a relationship. We're a couple now, that you was going to leave my mother, when you get your taxes and get an apartment, and me and you was going to be together because I'm getting older. I'm getting close to 14 now. You said that. And I'm like, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Wait. So basically, her mother cursed her out, went off on her, put her out the house, where she ended up getting some help from some friends, neighbors, or whatever, mother and them, and told them what the whole story was. But her mother refused to take her back, and basically she's still with the man. See, that ain't good. That's not good. This is nice right here, y'all. I will sing to the Lord. That's nice. I will sing praise to my God as long as I live. Amen. Amen. Ooh, that's beautiful, y'all. So basically, she is blaming her daughter for it. And I told her, this man is a pedophile. You need to talk to your son because you don't know what kind of way he go or what he been doing up in your house. And I told her, I said, you know what, you did that completely wrong. How can you even believe a grown man, even if he was their biological father, which he's not? Your daughter, you seen pictures and you seen this grown man with your daughter, and this has been going on for a while. And see, the picture thing basically I guess they just had the pictures recently because she turned 13 and she just gave her a phone, but she said she had a phone before then, so I guess she gave her a phone when she was younger. So I guess all of the stuff that she had on the phone, she backed it up and checked it out. But basically, the point I'm trying to get at, she is siding with the guy. And she put her daughter out, and she don't want nothing to do with her daughter no more. Look at y'all. Isn't that a nice umbrella right there? I like that. That's that one. Y'all know that one that folds out right and make sure you don't get wet. They be advertising that like as seen on TV type of stuff. But yeah, so basically she put her daughter out, and her daughter is in the custody of the government basically. And she's continuing to live a life with this man. And she's asking me, was that right what she did? Honey, I'm going to tell you something. Like I said before, I don't judge nobody. But I had to shut her down completely. I told her that is the lowest, most trifling way to deal with a situation like that. There's no way, number one, that any man is supposed to come before your kids. Good morning. How are you? Very good, thank you. No man is supposed to ever come before your kids, number one. Number two, there's all kinds of counseling and therapy and everything that's needed right now. At this moment, you need to get that man out the house. Go and tend to your daughter. You got to go and tend to your daughter. You're totally. These are so cute. They got them in Dollar Tree for $1, and in here they're $1.29. I get them for my candles and stuff like that. But yeah, they have candles, but they don't have anything that I'm interested in today because I've been smelling a couple of these, y'all. That's why the phone probably been all over the place because I couldn't get it held up right to be able to open some of the jars up to smell. But they smell pretty good over here. One of them I found over here smelled good, but these here just plain. But yeah, see those right there? That's good. And these are by Colonial Candles, I believe, y'all. And they're only $1. And I got a coupon. That's why I came in here to get a bunch of these. Yep. Ooh, that smells so good. Colonial Candles. I wish I could show y'all the whole thing so y'all can see. I hope they got some more fragrances, but that's Colonial Candles, y'all. So basically what's going on here is she's with this dude, and with her doing that against her daughter for this man, you know, come on. Once they take a child in and they say what's going on, but the thing is, the girl is saying that this is her man, they're in love, and she wants to be with him. Now you know, with a girl at age 13, and nothing she say gonna penetrate nothing for nobody. She ain't got the right state of mind, and this is not the right type of situation for her to even be able to voice or say anything. It just can't. I don't care who we talking about, what, when, why, where, how. It's a wrap. None of that can go down that way. And this lady here, I told her she's gonna get back at me, you know, to let me know what's going down. But I'm gonna be honest with you. She might be sick, so maybe she needs some help. But right now, she sure don't need to have any children in her possession. Meanwhile, she's still with the guy. The girl doesn't want to be examined. She doesn't want to admit anything. Now, to her mother, she was talking fresh and disrespectful to her mother. You know, basically saying, how you doing? Basically saying that that's her man and they're going to be together. And they've been messing around for like almost the 3 years that they've been together. And, you know, it just started off him touching her, and she realized she was in love, and then it became oral and penetration. So she's saying this to her mother and them. But at the same time, when all this stuff comes into play with the police and everything, the girl is lying and saying that none of that stuff happened, and refusing to be examined to see if there's any traces of anything. Because, you know, when you do stuff like that, you end up having traces of, that stuff that, you know, people leave behind when they're sexually active. And on top of that, you end up where, you know, you can tell that she's not a virgin anymore. But that doesn't necessarily mean just because she's not a virgin that she might have messed with a young boy her age. So the girl is refusing to be examined. So they, you know, basically going to have to force her. But meanwhile, you know, he's under investigation. The young boy is still at the house. You know, I mean, well, they're getting ready. They said she said they was coming to get the boy as well. And I told her that this is all of this stuff that's happening. Let this go down the way it's supposed to go down. You messed up. These are your kids. You messed up. Let them come and do the investigation. You need to get yourself together because you don't got it. You ain't well to be no parent right now. This is just devastating. And the thing that is so bad about it is that she is basically turning against her own daughter for this guy. She's saying that she don't want nothing to do with her daughter because he told her that her daughter was coming on to him from day one. So she's hot in the butt and too fresh, and I don't want her up in here no more. She's still running over towards that man. So basically, that's that. For me, what I'm seeing is that she's down with that. Maybe she's been through something like that in her life, and she thinks that that's okay. So what it's looking like to me, she's basically going to be losing both of her children, and she's going to stay with him. And even though he's being brought up on some charges and stuff, she's still with him, like supporting him, sitting with him at court and all that, and, you know. And I told her, I said, you know what, this right here, what you're doing, you can't let this be. There's no way that you can allow this to be. You got to get, you know what? If you want to be with the monster, you stay with the monster, but you need to let the kids go. And try your best to see if the kids can get together and get placed in a home together so that they can be safe. But you're not good with it, honey. It's a wrap, y'all. It's a wrap. I can't, and I'm talking all, all over the place like this because I'm processing it at the same time and start, and trying not to judge her. But if she's got that kind of ailment that she can understand and forgive and think that that situation is okay because she said the girl came on to her man. Now, mind you, this girl was young already for him to be messing with her at 13, and he's been picking at her for 3 years. There's no way that you can say that she's in the right mind to be able to want to blame something like that on her daughter and not even having any concerns to send her off to school after you realized she was having sex with somebody and then you seen that it was the man. The police would have been there. They would have went to his job and got him. They would have been, both of my kids would have been taken to the hospital and examined. I can't. But I dealt with so many people like this, and they're sick themselves in some type of way that they don't even comprehend it. And it don't necessarily mean that she was molested or anything. Some women do just kind of go along with guys like that for some reason. And I told her that right now, them kids don't need nothing from her. And with him, if he go to jail, he go to jail. That's what he get. But the problem is the girl is not admitting to it. And usually the victim, succumbs and say, yes, it was. But she said that to her mother, this is my man. You think you're going to be with him? That's why I rolled my eyes and I was mad every time y'all hugged. It wasn't, nothing, so I felt uncomfortable. I didn't want you touching him. This is how the girl was talking to her mother. But when she was in front of the authorities and the service, the people that take care of you from these homes and, all the workers and stuff that come in, she basically denied anything. So she's trying to make it look like as if her mama, what her mother's saying is not true. So this is all a big mess. So what's going to happen is, even if they examine her, obviously she's not going to be a virgin anymore, but there may not be no evidence there because they're kind of trying to, make the mother legally let them examine the daughter. And it works in the mother's favor because she doesn't want to believe it, but she's saying she believes it because she said, you're trying to take my man from me. So they, even if they don't find any evidence, it's obviously that this situation is messed up. And then when they, start trying to talk to the little boy, he's so little, he really don't know. But he just thought like they were just, when they be doing things when the mother's not around, that he's just hugging her and loving the sister. He don't understand like there was something going on there, so he can't really tell. But he has said that, he hugs her like he hugs mommy and that type of thing. So to me, that's credible enough where the boy has described a lot of the stuff to where they can figure out that he's been doing something with this girl. But either way, the lady says she's standing by the man and the daughter's out. So you see where I'm going with this. And calling her hot, grown, and fresh, and that she don't want her in the house no more. So her decision right there is made. And whether the girl tells or not, this man is going to be in some trouble because the boy can validate it. Also, they're going into his, his history of, what crimes and what he's done. And she said that she's going to contact me back. But I told her, as far as her asking me advice, the best that I could give her without trying to be too judgmental, you're not parent material. Whatever you're doing, whatever you decide to do, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, y'all. That's all I can say. Look at this here. These are the pearl oils. I'm going to try one of these. That's the lavender and rosemary. And which one is this one right here? This is the freesia. That seems to be the one that smells the best. I'm just going to buy one because sometimes y'all see stuff like this and we go crazy and get it and it don't even yield right. So I ain't going to get wild. I'm just going to grab one to try, and if it's good, I'll come back and get it. And if they don't have no more, then hey, I got the one and I can look it up online or find it somewhere. But yeah, I just want y'all to hear that and understand that. They got one more here too. What's this one? This one is the vanilla one. And this is the oil. So I'm going to see how long these last. And if they do provide good, smell, if they do, I'll just go on and find them somewhere else, even if I have to pay more. Because it's hard to get the right kind of air fresheners in the house. But yeah, so that's all I just wanted to let y'all know is that he got with her. And he'd been with her for like 3 years. Since he came up in the house, he had been messing with her daughter. And it turned into a full-blown sexual relationship. The girl is brainwashed. She thinks it's her boyfriend. She said that she don't care what they do. She got to run away when she gets old enough to still be with him no matter when or whatever. The mother saying she's standing by him. She's going to court with him. She's speaking against her daughter, saying that her daughter's a liar. And it's just a big mess. The little boy is being honest because he don't know no better than saying that they have been together. And, a lot of different stuff has been happening The same way it is like with you, mommy. Like with mommy, you know how he kissed mommy on the lip and he put his tongue to her lip, to her mouth. He was talking like that, the little boy. He's done that a lot with Sarah. So the little boy, even though he is, a minor and don't understand things to the fullest, what he's explaining is a sexual relationship, with the boyfriend and the mother. That's enough for them, to do something about it. Even if the girl doesn't want to tell the truth, the man's lying, the mother's lying, the little boy's credible. And I can imagine how he's feeling to see that happening. And a lot of that sexual stuff that people do, you got to watch anyway when you're with your husband, or even if he ain't a pedophile, because this is a pedophile situation, doing sexual things in front of kids, period. But he was used to seeing the mother do it, and then when it started happening with the daughter, he thought that that's how it is. He didn't know that that was wrong because he wasn't taught nothing. They got these right here, and they got them in Walmart, but they $2.79 here. These are for the toilet bowl. So I just basically, I'm done with it. I can't, I really, it really does disgust me, but I'm trying to figure out some kind of way that I can, I hope she gets back in touch with me, but I think that because she's forgiving of something like that, which God does want us to forgive, but she's standing with the man, where you already know whenever you have a situation like that, that person cannot be in the house and around your kids. And if you're sticking by him and you let the courts know basically that you're giving her up, you don't want her, then I think she should just go about her business and leave the girl be and the boy, because they got to check him and see if he's done anything to him, because it just don't mean he just was with the girl. So it's all a big mess, and I feel so disgusted and clammy, and I'm talking kind of all over the place because I'm processing it, because I just got, not too long ago, getting this information, and I just want to share it with you guys. And I'm in the job lot, you guys, and I'm just looking at a lot of different stuff here, good candles and pretty decent prices. But I'm gonna let y'all go. Thank you so much for your time, and y'all leave me something in the comment section as far as this mother here, what's going on with her. Come on, y'all, think about it. All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.